What's up, everybody? I have been tagged by Big Gabe of the Stuffed Burrito YouTube establishment. Yes. To do this video that I didn't even know it existed. It's called Secret Life of a YouTuber. So if you are a YouTube reviewer or whatever, you make videos on a channel, you have to, I guess, tag people to answer a bunch of questions, and then you make your own video if you choose to, and then you tag others, so it just reverberates, and that's what I'm going to do. But oh, and I wanted to say, Gabe, thank you so much for your lovely comments on your video that you made about me. That was so nice because I needed to hear it. I have had a shit week, and it made me feel really good for you to say those things about me. So yeah, Gabe, watch his channel. First question, how long have you been a YouTuber? 5 years. I started in 2009. At what point do you think you will stop? Well, actually, this is going to be my last video, and I hate to break the news to you this way, but you know, I've moved on from YouTube. I have not moved on. In all honesty, I don't know, I guess whenever I feel like I have nothing left to say, or if I'm no longer compelled to reach anybody through YouTube. And you know, I'll always have something to say. I mean, everybody does. Everybody needs an outlet to express themselves. This is one of mine. And you know, whenever I feel like I can do it somewhere else, then I'll do it. But I have no intention of stopping in the near future. What is the best thing about YouTube? I mean, there's a lot of things. I could write a freaking dissertation on this subject because there are a lot of pros and cons to me about YouTube and social media in general. But I would say the best thing about YouTube is just the fact that, as I just mentioned just a second ago, being able to express yourself. I love that. I mean, it's a great thing that we are able to basically make our own movies, be creative, do what we want to do, have our points of view on things, and you know, get other people to think and talk. That's awesome. It may be impersonal because we don't really talk to the people that we are, I mean, in person at least. I mean, it's still something for us, and it is kind of the millennials' way of expressing themselves. And you know, like me, I am a major attention whore, and I love performing, and I'm very passionate, and I have a lot to say about things. So this YouTube gives me the chance to use all of those, combine them, and you know, have an outlet for them. So that's why I love YouTube. How many thumbnail options do you take? That's a very specific question. I honestly, I don't even know how you're supposed to, you know, take your own thumbnail pictures. I'm like the most low maintenance YouTuber there is out there. I mean, I make my videos, but I don't really know how, you know, to do anything that fancy on them. So honestly, I let YouTube do the work. You know, whenever you let your video process, you see like the 3 options at the bottom, and I just try to take the picture or use the picture as my thumbnail that is, you know, the most flattering, because honestly, I've seen some of those and they're really bad. I've had some very unflattering, you know, frames of myself where my face is just like, you know, whatever. And honestly, I'm shocked that my face can even contort into such expressions, but now I know. So I try to pick the one that is, you know, the least scary, and that, you know, usually works. At least I hope it does. YouTuber crush. You know, and this is another confession I have to make. Even though I am a YouTuber, I don't really participate in the community that much. I mean, there are a few people here and there that I watch, but for the most part, I'm not really... I mean, I don't spend enough time watching people do reviews or, you know, watching people's channels in order to really have a crush on anybody. So maybe I'll have to work on that a little bit, because right now I'm sounding like a very unfaithful YouTuber, but you know, yeah, I have no crushes as of now. Who is on your collaboration wish list? Ooh, okay, that's a good one. I'd probably say, and even not, they don't necessarily have to be like in our, like, I mean, like with me, I'm a movie reviewer, but I would want to collaborate with Anthony Fantano of The Needle Drop, even though he's not a movie reviewer. I love his point of view. He reviews music, new music and things like that, and I just think he's so great and so intelligent. So I would love to collaborate with him. I think that would be awesome. And then I know that they're not necessarily YouTube, and I guess they started out on YouTube, but Channel Awesome, Nostalgia Critic, ON Citizen, people like that would be like a dream come true. And then just more on a personal note, Gabe Goodman 09. Because I say of all the people on YouTube, he's probably the one that I've formed the most cyber friendship with. And I just love him. He's funny, and he does reviews or commentary on Dancing with the Stars. Yes, okay, yeah, I watch Dancing with the Stars. It's my guilty pleasure. And he does that, and he reviews like soap operas and like Broadway soundtracks and things like that. And I just love him. He has such energy, and we rarely agree. Most of the time I don't agree with him, yet I just love his passion. Anytime people are passionate about things, it's just very genuine, and I like it. He reminds me very much of one of my very close friends. So I think that if we were to ever meet in real life, we'd probably go on and on about very nerdy things. So yes, so those are some of the people I'd like to collaborate with. What are you wearing on your bottom half? I was gonna say nothing, but that's way too easy. I'm sure everybody says that. So I will just show you what I'm wearing. Just got off work, so I'm wearing kind of more businessy attire. And yes, I love fashion, and I like to wear dresses a lot. And okay, how long until you actually click record? It honestly depends. Ideally, I would say I try to, since I review movies, this doesn't happen that often, but if I can, I try to see a movie and review it the next day. If at all possible, I would like to see the movie, come right home and review it. I want to do it as, I want it to be as fresh on my mind as possible, just because it kind of helps me maintain that enthusiasm, I suppose. So yeah, I'll come home on an ideal day, and then, maybe for like 5 minutes, just kind of write some bullet points of things I want to talk about, and I have them in front of me, just in case I need to, reference, where to kind of give myself a little bit of fluidity when I'm talking about, or structure, I should say, give my videos a little bit of structure. But yeah, basically I'd say maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I click record, and I just kind of BS from there, and then I edit. So yeah, that's that. How do you feel about the YouTube community? And I guess when you're saying the YouTube community, you mean people that make YouTube videos and people who comment. And I don't know, I would say it's the same as people in general. Some people are really awesome, some people aren't, some people are complete assholes, other people are just, whatever. You find some real gems out there, and then most of the time it's kind of boring, but I look for the gems. I'll just say that. I'm optimistic. What's the secret to a successful YouTube channel? I don't know. Anybody who has a successful YouTube channel should answer this question. I don't consider myself to have a successful YouTube channel at all, but I suppose what I do, or try to do, is I try to really be myself as much as possible. I feel like the more kind of distant and, cold you come across to the viewer, the less you're going to really relate to them. I think kind of showing your quirks and just really revealing your personality is gonna make people feel like, oh, they're like me. So I try to do that. I also think just having substance in your videos is very, very important. If you don't have anything that interesting to say, don't say it, because this is a medium that you're trying to, have a point, or, you're wanting people to watch your video. So you need to have some kind of depth into what you're talking about, I think. And also, honestly, just confidence. I think you need to have confidence in what you're saying, and don't give a fuck about the haters, because if you're gonna spend your time if you're gonna waste your time on that, then why are you doing YouTube videos? Honestly, when I was younger, I used to let them get to me. There have been some really mean ones over the years, but I don't know, I'm confident enough in myself that I just don't let that stuff get to me. I say what I feel. In my real life, I have pretty much no filter, and I say pretty much anything that comes to my mind, no matter how appropriate or inappropriate it is. And I like people like that. And so yeah, I'd say confidence and personality, probably the big things, and substance. Who will you tag? Oh, okay, I see. For this video, for people that are going to respond, okay, I'm going to tag Gabe Goodman09 because again, I mentioned him earlier. He's awesome. Dean of DVD, who is a viewer of mine who's been very loyal over the years. I know he doesn't like to show himself on camera, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He has a badass collection of movies, Criterion movies, and all of that, so that's really cool. And I gotta throw some love to the female YouTube viewers out there, YouTube reviewers, because I feel like we need to have more female YouTubers. So London City Girl TV, she came across my channel kind of recently, and in turn I watched some of her videos. She's very pretty and she's very good. So yeah, those three, those are the people that I am tagging. So you can answer with these questions if you choose to. If not, whatever, life goes on. Anyway, that is my secret life of a YouTuber video. Thank you all for listening.